Archaeological discoveries have the power to challenge our assumptions about the past, overturning long-held beliefs and revealing new insights into the origins of human culture and civilization. In this video, we will explore some of the most unexpected and significant archaeological discoveries from around the world, each with its own fascinating story and contribution to our understanding of human history. The Terracotta Army of China. In March 1974, local farmers in Linton, in the Shanxi province of China, were digging a well when they unearthed several life-size terracotta figures. They had inadvertently stumbled upon one of the most significant archaeological finds in history, the Terracotta Army of China. The discovery quickly caught the attention of Chinese authorities, who sent a team of archaeologists to investigate the site. The team discovered 3 large pits filled with thousands of terracotta soldiers, horses, and chariots. The figures were arranged in battle formations, and each had unique facial features, clothing, and weapons. Further excavation revealed that the figures were part of a much larger complex that included underground palaces, tombs, and other burial artifacts. The site was eventually identified as the tomb of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, who ruled from 221 to 210 BC. The Terracotta Army was created to protect the emperor in the afterlife. The creation of the Terracotta Army was a massive undertaking, involving thousands of artisans who worked for years to create the figures. The army was built in secrecy, and the workers who created it were killed after its completion to keep the location of the tomb secret. The discovery of the Terracotta Army was a significant event in the history of archaeology, as it provided valuable insights into the culture and military history of ancient China. Today, the site is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a major tourist attraction, attracting millions of visitors each year. The Dead Sea Scrolls. The discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls is considered one of the most significant archaeological finds of the 20th century. In 1947, a Bedouin shepherd discovered a cave in the vicinity of Qumran, near the Dead Sea, that contained a collection of ancient scrolls. The scrolls were eventually sold to an antiquities dealer in Bethlehem, who sold them to scholars in Jerusalem and later to the State of Israel. Over the next several years, additional scrolls were discovered in nearby caves, and eventually, over 900 documents were found in total. The scrolls were written on parchment and papyrus, and include both biblical and non-biblical texts, as well as fragments of other texts and documents. The Dead Sea Scrolls offer valuable insights into the religious and cultural practices of the Jewish people during the Second Temple period, a time of great religious and political turmoil in the region. They also shed light on the development of early Judaism, including the origins of the Hebrew Bible and the roots of the Jewish sect known as the Essenes. The discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls was a major event in the history of biblical scholarship and archaeology, as it provided scholars with a new understanding of the religious and cultural practices of ancient Israel. The scrolls continue to be studied and analyzed by scholars today, and they remain a significant source of information about the history of Judaism and the early development of Christianity. The Rosetta Stone. In 1799, during the French campaign in Egypt led by Napoleon Bonaparte, a French soldier named Pierre-François Bouchard was supervising the repair of an old fort in the city of Rosetta, now called Drashid, in the Nile Delta region of Egypt. While digging in the foundations of the fort, Bouchard discovered the Rosetta Stone. At the time of its discovery, the stone was covered in dirt and debris and was in poor condition. The French recognized the importance of the stone and sent it to Cairo for further study. They made copies of the inscriptions on the stone and shipped them back to France. When the French surrendered to the British in 1801, the Rosetta Stone became the property of the British Empire. The Rosetta Stone is a granodiorite stele that measures about 114 centimeters high, 72 centimeters wide, and 28 centimeters thick. The stone is inscribed with a decree issued by King Ptolemy V Epiphanes in 196 BCE and is written in three scripts: Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphics. The Greek text on the stone is a standard royal decree that praises the king and grants him various titles and honors. The Demotic script, which was used for everyday purposes in Egypt, contains a more detailed version of the same text. The hieroglyphic script, which was reserved for important religious and royal texts, also contains the same text, but in a highly stylized form. The inscription on the Rosetta Stone was originally intended to be a public announcement of the king's generosity and benevolence to the people of Egypt. It was probably created to commemorate the anniversary of the king's accession to the throne. The significance of the Rosetta Stone lies in the fact that it provided the key to understanding hieroglyphics, which had been a mystery for centuries. The Greek text on the stone allowed scholars to understand the hieroglyphic script, as the inscriptions on the stone were identical in meaning in all three scripts. This breakthrough allowed scholars to decipher many other ancient Egyptian texts, opening up a new world of ancient Egyptian history, literature, and culture to the modern world. Today, the Rosetta Stone is housed in the British Museum in London, where it remains one of the most popular and iconic exhibits. The Antikythera mechanism. The discovery of the Antikythera mechanism is a story of accidental exploration and serendipitous discovery. In 1901, a group of Greek sponge divers were exploring a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera when they stumbled upon an ancient artifact that would eventually prove to be one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. The divers initially believed that they had found a valuable collection of bronze statues and other objects, and they quickly sold their find to a local collector. However, when the collector realized the significance of the objects, he contacted archaeologists in Athens, who organized a full-scale excavation of the shipwreck. The excavation team discovered that the ship had been carrying a treasure trove of ancient artifacts, including pottery, jewelry, and coins. However, the most significant discovery was the Antikythera mechanism, which was found in fragments among the wreckage. The Antikythera mechanism is an ancient Greek device that is widely considered to be the world's first analog computer. The device is believed to date from around 100 BC and is composed of a complex system of gears, dials, and pointers that were used to track the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. It is thought to have been used by ancient astronomers and mathematicians to predict astronomical phenomena such as eclipses, the phases of the moon, and the positions of the planets. Antikythera mechanism is considered to be one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century, as it provides unique insight into the level of technological sophistication that was achieved by ancient Greek engineers and scientists. The device is also significant because it challenges the widely held belief that complex mechanical devices were not developed until many centuries later, during the Renaissance. Despite its significance, the Antikythera mechanism remains an enigmatic and mysterious artifact, and much of its function and purpose remains a matter of speculation and debate. However, Ongoing research and analysis of the device continue to shed new light on the history of ancient Greek science and technology, and its influence on subsequent developments in astronomy and mechanics. Gobekli Tepe. Gobekli Tepe is an archaeological site located in southeastern Turkey, near the city of Sanliurfa. It is an ancient complex of stone circles and pillars that dates back to the pre-pottery Neolithic period, approximately 11,500 years ago. The site is considered to be one of the most significant and enigmatic archaeological discoveries of recent times, and it has challenged many of the long-held assumptions about the origins of human civilization. The site was first discovered in the 1960s by a team of archaeologists from the University of Istanbul. But it was not until the 1990s that the true significance of the site began to be recognized. Since then, a series of excavations and studies have revealed a complex and sophisticated system of stone structures, including circular enclosures, pillars, and animal carvings. What makes Gobekli Tepe so remarkable is that it was built at a time when humans were believed to be living as hunter-gatherers, and the prevailing theory was that the development of agriculture and settled communities came before the emergence of monumental architecture. However, Gobekli Tepe challenges this theory, as it shows that large-scale construction and communal ritual activities were taking place long before the advent of agriculture and the rise of civilization. The function and purpose of Gobekli Tepe are still the subject of much debate and speculation. Some researchers believe that it was a center for communal rituals and ceremonies, while others think that it may have been a site for astronomical observations or even a kind of prehistoric university. Whatever its purpose, Gobekli Tepe represents a major milestone in the study of human history and the development of human civilization. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing content.